Okay, just real quick, because I want to keep people informed as much as I possibly can. The testimony of Kay Norris. If you go into the Darlie Routier War Room, it's a place for non-supporters and supporters, you can click on the files section. It's an open group, public group. You can also join. You can put your opinion in there. It's really hard to get blocked and booted from there. I like to keep the groups that I run. I like to keep mine public. I like to keep them open, and I'll put up with a little bit of shit. I'm not a hardcore administrator. I don't boot people. It takes a lot for me to boot somebody. You have to get really personal with me. But if you look in the file section of that group, you can look for. I've got everybody who ever sat on the stand in there, and I've got all of the trial transcripts are the Darlie Routier War Room. Now, I also found something else. Now, this is the testimony of Kay Norris. She worked at the American Pawn Shop in Garland, right? And it's still around. It's just got a different name. But you can look in there and see Darlie's demeanor. They came in here at least once a week. And I'll show you this is that pawn shop. Because Darren used to call it the Walmart of pawn shops. It's got a different name, but this is the one that Darlie used to go to. It's still the same as it was in 96, except for the name. So I'll minimize this. Again, you can go to the Darlie Routier War Room, which I'll put that up here in just a moment. If you search Darlie Routier, put in Darlie Routier War Room, it'll bring you this group. We don't have a big list of, there's hardly no rules unless you don't get, we don't want you to get shitty with people. We want you to mind your P's and Q's, but I'm not there if you don't want to hear about Darlie being guilty, then don't come there. But if you want to learn about the case and you're looking at it on the guilt side, it might be the place for you. I invite supporters to come there. I can't stop other people from making personal attacks. I suggest that people block each other on an individual basis, but you can't block the administrator. But if you go into the file section of that group, and I got all the trial transcripts in there so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put every document, every file that I can get in there. I'm going to build this group up a little bit. I'm going to keep it open. But we've got some of the hardcore supporters, non-supporters in there, like Sharon Von Tremper, Pamela Collins, Kevin Michaels in there, Christy Cooper, Lisa Warner, all kinds of them that are in there. Right now, it's mostly all non-supporters. We do get people that come in and question. If you feel like Darlie is innocent, you can come in there and tell us all about it. We're not going to bite your head off. We don't hate you just because you think Darlie's innocent. We don't hate you for that. We do want to change your mind. We do want to try and do that. But this is where Danelle's videos end up. And this is my other group right here. You can look and you can just browse that group. It's Stop the Lies, Darlie Routier is Guilty. That's a page. This is when we had an argument with Kathy Cruz back in 2015 there. There's a lot of good stuff in there. There'll be videos from Rumble, videos from YouTube. Now, it's not a politically correct group. I'm telling you, if you don't think Darlie's guilty, it might not be the group for you. But if you think if you think she's innocent, you don't have that much stock in it. If you're not like a family member, you won't be offended by it. But it's not politically correct. It just isn't. I want people to join it. I'm gonna start putting much in there now. Pam's got a Justice for Devin and Damon group, but she keeps her group private. You might see things in here on this page that you don't like. if you're a Darlie Routier supporter. Wow, look how big this place is. It's a huge pawn shop.